thing. Hit it, Joe!
You folks came out of my wardrobe? What are you doing in here? Who do you think you are, coming and going from someone else's wardrobe at all hours of the night and day? Humans, I'll tell you. Medina Village is... Medina Village... Oh my god! Medina is a village of fiends founded by our ancestors when they lost their war against humankind 400 years ago. Most of the townsfolk still have a grudge against humans, so be careful. War they lost 400 years ago. Why is there magic in you? Magic human... Okay. I'm gonna slow down. Magic using humans were supposed to have died out long ago. No, I don't want to go back in. I need fucking some peanut butter. I'm gonna smear some peanut butter in my mouth. 400 years have passed since Magus commanded the fiends. I had a handful of potato chips, so this is gonna be rough. And waged war against the humans, but if Lavos can be reawakened, they will be no more humans. It's a greasy controller now? No, we're good. We're good. And you know what? How dare you for even assuming that that was the case? I don't have greasy controller. I have the weird in the indent between the buttons, the gross, like beige caked on gamer shit that you have to dig out. I am a very clean man, okay? I'm making a joke. It's not real. Just fucking relax. This is Chrono Trigger. Chill. Get a tea hour, okay? Hey, can you please do doi? We didn't reach Hype Train level 10, so I can't. It's only for Hype Train level 10. Yeah. That's hard to get to, though, too. Hype Trains are not even turned on the channel, so no, don't get any ideas. I'm the dev for this game. I worked really hard on it over the last 3 months all by myself. I'm really glad you like it. Awesome. That's cool. All by yourself. Just a few months ago. Yeah. I mean, that's, well, good for you. The game's really fun. That's crazy that it took you 3 months to make it and not, are you sure it wasn't 29 and a half years? Dev. Oh, Dev. You made it with a box of scraps. Imagine making a game with like a few pieces of metal, a wrench, some wires, like a potato or something. A box of scraps. You know what's fucked up though? Let's think about this for a second, guys. That's kind of how the first computer was really even made. It was a box of shit. It's just a bunch of metal rubbing together. It's a bunch of electricity and metal having sex with each other. That's what a computer is. That's what the first computer was. There we go. There we go. PG-13. No, I retired and all labels came off. Add that to the Tinder profile. Yeah. Introverted extrovert, no labels. Then Virgo, Libra. Yeah, you laugh now. Just wait till that gets you a date. You're gonna be like, oh shit. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that about him. Stay right here. I can fall asleep to the white noise. It's kind of was it green noise is the one? I like that one. I swear to God, I'll put green noise on and I think I can think thoughts clearer. Those YouTube videos that say, listen to this, it's a 20-minute video, cure your headache. I remember at one point, when I had really, really, really bad migraines at one point when I was younger. And you can get those binaural beats. And they go like... It sounded like a Hotline Miami track. Have you ever played Hotline Miami on stream? Yeah. I beat both of them. Hotline Miami 1 and Hotline Miami 2. Yeah, it went very well. And I don't think I could ever play those games ever again, if you want my real take. I think my brain has been permanently altered from some of those streams. I'm not sure I could do one of those again. Mutant freak. I mean, yeah. Sometimes I feel like a mutant sometimes after some of those streams. The Simpsons Hit and Run stream was, I can't even tell you. I was all over the place. I was happy, I was sad, I was mad, I was depressed, I was grateful, I went through every single potential problem that you could have in your head. So, funny story about this guy. I'll let this, because we get the pause here. Funny story about this guy. When I was younger, I did the thing where you rent these from Blockbuster, and a lot of times they would come with a save file already on them because somebody that had rented it before and just didn't delete it. I don't even know if you could delete it. I think you had to save over it. So I was terrible at video games, especially when I was younger. Going back to when I was like 13, 14, I mean, I just didn't get it. I didn't understand RPGs, but I still liked it and I still loved the game. So I would be hoping desperately that somebody had a save file that was far into the game so I could go look at everything. I didn't even want to play. I wanted to go look at everything. Whoa, I've never been this far. This is so far into the game. This boss in particular, the save file, and it was always so funny with the save file, it was always like Robert or like Danny. Like, and all the characters were named shit that you didn't care about and didn't want and didn't like. That part was annoying because I didn't want to play with Danny the whole time, but you kind of had to. So this boss in particular, one of the save files was right here. And I don't know if the kid that played it or whoever played it, just didn't pick up any items, didn't really do anything. They had like a shitty weapon on every character and they didn't really do any upgrades or any leveling. And I couldn't beat this boss. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. I couldn't beat it. So I was just like, whatever. This is where I was. And I kept like walking up here and looking at this guy. And then I returned the game. I left and ended up walking around town and stuff, but like I couldn't progress. And like I could have just leveled up and just but I didn't want to. What's up with that? I feel like a lot of people would say the same thing. Why didn't you just go level up? The concept of leveling up, I did not even understand. It was just video game characters and I'm like walking around. But also too, remember, this is a long time ago. A long time ago that gaming and there wasn't all this information. It was kind of just, you just did it or you didn't. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage. 1995. So I was like 9 or 10 years old. I probably was like 10 or 11. I just didn't get it. But I wanted to participate. But there was just no resources and nobody to help you, nobody to watch do it either. It was a completely different world. It was a totally different time. Sometimes I forget that you and Vinny are the same age. Yeah? I don't know who's older by a month or two or a few months. I don't know. Is it me or Vinny? Am I older than Vinny by like a few months? Yeah, I'm gonna have to send Vinny like a Christmas card this year. 2 40-year-old old fucks. Stir the same age? No, Stir's a young man. Stir's 35, 34, 33, 35, 36. I think it's 35. 30, 34. That might kill. Uh-oh. Hold on. Good thing I turned on that fucking thing. There was a study done on the average that people, when they turn 44, they stop feeling young. Do you still feel young? No. I don't think so. I think when I crossed like 37 or 38, I started feeling a little bit older. I still feel young-ish. But I definitely feel like I've crossed the threshold for sure. That's alright. I think I've finally hit that period where... Oh, let me let the blender turn off. When you start to notice that you kind of just don't get stuff that a bunch of other people get that are younger than you, and you're like, wait, what are you talking about? Wait, people... No, what? I think I hit that period like a year or two ago. Or like you see the way that people kind of talk, the way that people act around each other, and you're like, oh, wait, I'm older. I'm actually probably a lot older. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I think I'm gonna kill him here. I'm 20 and I feel that way. You feel that way now, you are going to feel that way much differently in about 15 to 20 years, I can assure you. Have any sage advice for us young folk? I do. I do. Experience everything. There's a lot of stuff. One thing that you know, I'm gonna refer to the younger generation here. One thing that the younger generation has that nobody has ever had in human history is access to everything. And when I mean access to everything, I mean that the amount of television shows, the amount of books, the amount of video games, the amount of art, so much stuff has released. When I was younger, it was kind of like, hey, Gremlins came out. That's it, motherfuckers. That's what we're all watching. That's it. Everybody kind of consumed the same thing. I remember, was it John Cleese from Monty Python talked about this, that there's so much content now. There's so many places to experience things and so many people making things that's been fragmented. There's like so many communities and places to consume media and television type content, and it used to be this thing came out, everybody is going to go see it probably, or you probably would have heard of it. The internet has led to the death of monoculture. Not all bad, but it is a big change. Yeah, exactly. So navigating the death of monoculture and trying to put yourself in a position where you can actually, I would just say, just go back 10, 20, 30 years. You can do that. You have the ability to go back and see things from 40 years ago. Even 10 years ago is kind of a long time. Because when I was like 16 to 25, yeah, it was the Super Nintendo, it was the NC, that was it. The rise of these new consoles. But wait a minute, you mean this thing can do HD graphics? What the fuck does that mean? Just try to experience everything if you can. But there's so much stuff. How do you know what is worth consuming when there's a million fucking hours of it? Well, uh-huh. This is a good one. I would recommend it. I'm starting to get it. You know, also, I'll say this too, though. The younger generations, especially the one right now, there's a lot of shit to have to pay attention to, right? There's a lot of things that you are bombarded with now every day. And having to have, you just have an endless supply of media. Let's fucking not even talk about Chrono Trigger. Forget about like any of the shit we just talked about. There are apps on your phone that just fucking puke at you. Of just, here's this video, here's this movie. Remember this movie? Oh, there's Beethoven. Scroll. Oh, it's just, oh, there's cats jumping. Laughing sound effect. Oh, there's a full movie in TikTok clips. Not only is there so much to consume from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years ago, you're getting a package right now that is such an overstimulated package that there's even more that you're being bombarded with to consume. But it's kind of crazy when I think about just, I mean, of course, like how many times I've been like, oh, what's this younger generation? What are they? Fuck, what's wrong with them? But then you think about like, fuck, man, you guys have like 10 billion pieces of data that you're bombarded with every single day of your whole life since you were probably 12. That's a lot to have to deal with. I didn't deal with that. I didn't have to do that. Yeah, dude, you're so right. All I'm saying is that there's a lot to consume. There's a lot of stuff that's been made, and my advice to anybody that's younger is, I don't know, I think probably how I would do it is I'd pick like a decade, right? Let's say like the 1970s, and just find maybe the cool stuff that came out in the 70s, and just spend like a few months, like that's what you're gonna do. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna watch like a bunch of movies from the 70s. Let's get some music from the 70s. Just pick a decade. Don't get it all at once. Go, what were the top charting things back in like the mid 70s, mid 80s, mid 90s, as like your leisure time sometimes. And yeah, the phone is great. The scrolling is sure, whatever. You probably get some of that anyways in there. How long have I been talking for? I've been going for like 25 minutes. Did anything I just say make any sense at all? Hope so. Just try to consume more things. It's difficult because you're bombarded with shit all day. But, you know, do your best. That's all you can do. Just eat some fiber. Yeah, eat some more fiber. Drink some water. He's giving horrible advice. I don't think that was advice. I think that was just me kind of telling you how I feel about the current world, right? The current, like, media world. I don't think I've ever given you that take before. So, hey, you got a rare take. Anyways, can you beat the boss already? I already did. We're friends. Look. If only Lord Magus had destroyed the human race 400 years ago when he first brought forth Lavos, the world would belong to us fiends now. We're relatively friends. Acquaintances, I think, is more accurate. Oh, ouch. Sorry about that. And you know what? No. We need good music for that. That was going to be like a good music thing. Oh, fuck. And you know what? People ask me why I always do old shit, why I play old games all the time. Because I want to share that. I actually want to share that shit. Do you know what I mean? Why am I doing this right now? It's my way to influence you. And potentially corrupt you. The vibe has to change if I go the other direction. You done Omega Mart in Vegas? Oh yeah, many times. That is the thing that anybody that comes here, it's just, what do we do? Go do that. Holly and I have done that probably 5 times over the last few years, just because it's the thing people do when they come here. And honestly, it's been worth it each time. It takes a few hours to really get the whole thing, and then you kind of don't get the whole thing, and then you come back later and you do it again, and then you do it again, and you do it again. I think at this point we've probably seen everything there is to see, but yeah, doing more than a few trips on it. It's just like the cool thing to do. What's your favorite room in Omega Mart? That's a good question. I like the laser music room. It's cool. If you don't know, they have a room with a little bit of smoke in it. So you can see there's dozens of these laser pointers that are pointing kind of like a big harp. And if you put your fingers down, there's a place to put your hand across all of them. 2 or 3, 4, 5 people can make, each time you block the light with your finger, it does a music track or a certain instrument. So if you kind of just can move your hand all around it, it makes cool sound effects. Use some Gen Z logo. You're not making any sense to me. Some of you guys want me to use more lingo, and then when I do it, all the 30-plus-year-olds all groan at the same time. Which one is it? Stop eating all the Snickers ice cream bars. I can't help it. This is the greatest dessert in the world. It's impossible. You understand me. Okay, let's try this again. Left, right, laugh, surprise. Left, right, laugh, surprise. Don't mess it up. Left, right, laugh, surprise. Yeah. I'll send this doppel doll to Chrono's house. Yeah, we talked about Chrono Cross. I think it'd be fun just to do a Chrono Cross album listen session. Does that like sound cool? We wouldn't have to play the game. What did I say? Album? Album. How do you say it? Album? An album. Jeff Album? Oh, Jeff, wow, Jeff, well, okay, so here, this is... No, wait, you can't do that unless you can do it. It's like walking. You can't do Goldblum unless you can really do it. You gotta go all in, and if you got a good Goldblum, awesome. If not, you're the guy that doesn't do a good Goldblum and you sound like a fucking idiot. You gotta go good. You can't, you have to, it's just like walking. Us Zoomers don't know who that guy is? Yeah, you do. Apartments.com. Apartments. Yes? Oh, he's in Thor. Oh, the guy in Thor. And he's, you are an interesting man, aren't you? You guys are lying. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Jeff Goldblum. I feel like you guys are just fucking with me. From Jurassic Park, yes. You just got Chrono killed. With your beeswax. With Masa's bravery. And Moon's brains. We are unstoppable. New boss music. That's a huge heal. Let's do Ice Tackle. That was insane before. Damn. I'm gonna use that every time. Vacuum wave. Uh-oh. Ooh, hold on. Glad they were at full health. You would have killed everybody. Don't do that again. Chrono will die. Alright, kill him. I'm gonna be a coward. Full health in case he does that move again. 77, holy shit. Dude, these regular punches are killing me. No, fuck! Oh, that's a big mistake. Oh, he's gonna do it. Quick, everybody full. Everybody just get all the way up. Okay. Here it comes. He's not gonna do it? Oh, she doesn't have any... Uh-oh. What the fuck? What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? Is it... No, it was Robo that... I'm dead. I fucked up. I fucked up big time. I fucked up big time. Hold on. Don't... Okay, good. That's the person you needed to do that to. Alright. Everything is fine. Everybody relax. We're good. I hope I don't run out of items. Oh shit, he's gonna kill everybody! Oh my god, quick! Oh! Oh! Okay, I'm good. Kind of. Do it again. Ice Tackle. And then mid potion on Marl. No, on Robo. That might do it. Yes! Alright, we had one death. That was the scariest fight so far. Okay. Look what I have. You've returned. That badge. I see. So you met the lad. There's not a thing I can do against the Fiend Lord. To fight him would require the legendary Masamoon, which is... No, it matters little. Even I had the... If I had it even, I have no right to wield it. Please leave me be. It's the hilt. A broken sword hilt. This must be part of the Masamoon. Something is written in archaic script. I will attempt to decipher it. Roy Clem? Error. I reversed the order. It says Melkar. Melkar? That guy from Medina Village. What does that mean, Chrono? Melkar is a cool-ass name. Yeah, but that's what I mean. If I name, like... Honey, if we name our children Melkar, Marl, and Frog, you think we'd get, like, weird looks at the grocery store? Chrono Sephiroth Elvertson. Ooh, yuck. Melkar is biblical. Melkar is a great name. He would get thrown into every locker. Frog Jingleheimr Elvertson. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, at some point, if you have a name like that, it's just like, it would be like, man, like, mom and dad, like, fuck you. Like, you're not gonna name me Jingleheimr, okay? Like, I'm going to the city hall, and that's not what, I'm calling myself something else. No, you're from a line of Jingleheimers. You're Jingleheimr Jr. the 5th. You're like, no, not anymore. No. How dare you? The Jingleheimr family name needs to live on. We have to be one name forever. Son, why don't you sing us the tune to make maybe you're forgetting your lineage. Let me remind you. John Jacob Jingleheimr Schmidt. His name is... That's your name. Your name is my name, too. When are you going to do Monster Rancher again? You are going to be so happy to hear this. I recently reinstalled Monster Rancher 1 and 2. And I was really considering a let's be PG. Let's go. Try to get all the way through the whole game. Actually. As like a late night kind of thing. That's my philosophy here going forward with this. I want to do a lot of later night stuff. That's the longer form kind of games. So that will be something that we go to after, let's say, 2 or 3 hours of something else. I think that's kind of fun. I like that idea. You played the Bazaar? I'm not really a big I'm not good at card games. It was the infamous Hearthstone stream where I was so not confident of making a mistake in front of chat that every single move I freaked out and said, what do I do? Is this right? Is this wrong? And I'd lost like every game and it was just embarrassing. What I need to do is just not even think or look or care. I'm not the type, I'm not a strategist. I'm actually really not. I've played a lot of Hearthstone Battlegrounds, but that's more of... That's the less kind of card game to me. It's funny, if you put me in front of a crowd of 25,000 people in a sold-out arena, you gave me a microphone, you said, hey, you gotta work this crowd for 10 minutes. I'd be like, give me that, give me it, done, easy. You make me play Hearthstone in front of like a room of a few thousand people or up to like that same group. If you, I would freak out. If you give me an iPad and put me in front of that same group and instead of like, hey, work the crowd, it's show them you playing Hearthstone, my face would turn purple. Be like, so this is, I don't know, what's this guy's name? I don't even know what he does. It says he steals, he swaps mana and health. All right, so coming up soon in the program, we've got quite a show for you today. I couldn't do both of those. Hey, like I always said, in life, have 3 things that you like, so you're never disappointed. You like animals? Good. You could be a vet. You like computers? Good. You can build computers. You can work with computers. You want to write a book? Write a fucking book. Go write a book. Have 3 things that you like, so as long as one of them works out, you're not disappointed. And make sure they are varying skill, varying education. I'm not talking about like, oh man, I want to be a seasoned author. I want to be a celebrated singer, or I want to be the president. Well, no, you got to tier them out a little bit. This is a lottery winner giving career advice. I mean, that's true to an extent, but you got to remember, I was like 27 when I really got my foot in the door on YouTube. I was in my late 20s. I was like 26, 27. I was approaching 30 when I was, and the channel really took off. So I was already kind of doing other things that I would like, oh, I actually kind of like this. So it still fits that bill. Yeah, I knew I always wanted to work in something to do with video. Either video, my 3 things were video, doesn't matter what it was. I was like, I want to do editing or working with video production, or that was like one of them. Animals were another one. I always thought it was like cool to work with animals or try to get into that career of like working with dogs and cats or whatever. Computers was a close one. I always thought it was like a really not necessarily building them, and not programming either, because I couldn't fucking do that. Really, though, the YouTube thing really took off at the very moment where I was considering to really get into that field, or 1 or 2 others. Even in the first like year or 2 of YouTube, I still was kind of like, oh, is this gonna work out? Maybe it will. I don't know. Remember, there was no money in YouTube. That was not really there. It was, I want to say, once like Machinima came around, that was like into the early 2010s. That was like 2011, 2012, 2013 is when people were really getting like partnered and making ad revenue on YouTube. That was not a thing. I was doing it mostly as a hobby. Like, I just thought it was cool. The money really and the ads and all that shit really came a year or 2 later. Yeah, getting a Machinima contract was like getting a golden ticket. You want to talk about like winning the lottery? That was getting the golden ticket in your chocolate bar. It was like, I've got a Machinima partnership. I've got a golden sunshine in my... Oh yeah, it was a huge fucking deal. And then obviously we all know what happened with that company. It was kind of a fucking mess. Yeah, but I mean, I was very lucky, I was. But I started a lot later than a lot of people do now. Come, Nizbel. This is the eat apples and bananas song? You just ruined the game for me. You just ruined the game. I'm not going to be able to hear that song ever again. This is a boss. I need to concentrate. I'd actually eat apples and bananas. You're saying you liked computers but not programming them or building them, just looking at them. That hurt. Because that's like actually what I said. I just look with my mouth open. Just like, yeah, I just like looking at, I just like computers, I guess. I just like looking at them. I think I just wanted to like work in a computer store. Because I loved the idea of graphics cards and, oh wow, this CPU is so fast. Cool, an SSD? Nice. I don't know, I thought it was a cool concept. I can only imagine though. I know a lot of people that have worked in retail. I've never worked in retail before. And people say, wow, good. Glad that's never happened to you. I just like talking about stuff. So like if somebody came in, I don't know, just being, oh, so what do you think? What should my son get for his birthday? Let me tell you something. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. How much time do you have, ma'am? Oh, actually, I've got to get, it's a game, it's got adventure, it's got, Bowser is there, and he fights you, but he doesn't fight you. He's actually kind of is good in the middle of the game. But also, the battle system it's the first isometric game actually for the Super Nintendo. I actually have to leave. I've got a place to be. Just hold on. Let me just tell you. The first isometric game from Nintendo. They did a fake 3D that made it seem like it was. Your son's gonna love it. Okay, but how about Madden? No. Oh, no. No. Oh, don't buy him Madden. Your son needs to play Mario RPG, Mischief Makers, Banjo-Kazooie 2, and Donkey Kong Country. In that order. I'm sorry, but can I speak to the manager? No, we don't have one. We don't have one today. I'm the only fucking guy here. I have to do everything. Anything else I can help you with? Sorry, I just swore at you. See all those boxes back there? Yeah, I have to do that too. I'm the only fucking person in the store. What's up with that, by the way? It's the beginning of a 2000s movie. Yeah, it is another 2000s movie intro. And then the main character is that GameStop employee sitting on the curb in front of the GameStop smoking a cigarette with the best buddy. And is it like after hours? Is not? There's like guitar riffs in the background. They're like talking about life. And it's Dane Cook. Yeah, Dane Cook was every single one of these characters. No, not Adam Sandler. These were Dane Cook movies. How many movies? Dane Cook was in like 3 movies about like being a waiter, right? Or working at a restaurant. They were like 3 Dane Cook restaurant movies. Or am I just making this up? It was Waiting. Was it only Waiting? Waiting was Ryan Reynolds? What? There was another restaurant movie. There was one where he was a chef. Good Luck Chuck and Employee of the Month. I think it was Employee of the Month. There was a couple of store movies. Northern Lion would know this. Yeah, he probably would. Not Ratatouille. Ratatouille was animated. Dane Cook was the chef in Waiting. Oh. I think that's right. Think you could beat him? Do I think I could beat Northern Lion in a movie trivia contest? No, that's a level 10 dweeb versus level 99 boss. That's not gonna happen. Are you serious? Because every answer for every question would be the Super Mario movie, not the new one, the old one. Remember back in the day where you didn't even need to have like a job? You could just be like a guy that had a fucking 10-gallon hat on and like scammed people at poker until somebody shot you. That's crazy. Like, oh, welcome to the saloon. Down. Oh, you want to come and sit at our table, partner? I'm gonna scam people at poker, and that's how I make my silver coins. Somebody shoots me with a shotgun after like fucking 7 years of doing that. Or just like fill up fucking bottles from the river and put like 2 drops of food dye in it. What I have here is a miracle hair growth serum, and it will make you randy, and your woman will love it, I promise you. That guy made fucking like $100 million in this time period with inflation. I'm a bounty hunter. That guy that sold you that fucked up river water? Yeah, I'm coming back with his head. I'm coming back and you're gonna pay me for it. You long for the Wild West. Okay, now we bring this back to... What were we talking about? We'll talk about the Wild West. So, what I want to make sure... Rewind it back. We're going back like fucking 500 years. So, what I'm teaching you guys... And I'll make sure you have 3 things that you like. 1, scamming people. Second one for me is drinking. A lot. And 3 is finding a guy and bringing him back. So that's what I'd like. And you might be different for you. You might like all kinds of other things. I don't know. I don't know you personally. But I mean, like, Terry, I know you know the 3 things you like. Never mind. I was gonna say, like sleeping? Like the guy that just, like, sleeps with the wheat in his mouth? And you like to rob trains? I know that about you. I know you killed that guy over a carrot. So you must like carrots a lot too, Terry. All I'm saying is everybody here, we all doing things. Take it from me. And you just... The horse. You take off into the sunset. What is this bit? This bit is... it's not a streamer. It's you'll get it. Just think about it for another minute. Alright, we're gonna go Medina. It's Cowboy giving the same fucking advice that I'm giving, but back then. We tied it all together. What about being the guy who sits at the automatic player piano and pretends to play it because people prefer listening to a real pianist and not a machine? But you already bought the automatic piano. Yeah, you could be the piano guy. I didn't even think about that. By the way, that guy always stays alive. You need somebody to play the fight scene or the shootout of the saloon. In fact, that not only does that guy stay alive, a bullet goes through his hat. Like, right through the top, and he's like, oh, gee, oh my. He always gets away unscathed. That would be a good career path back then. Yeah, there was even a career path back in the day of just being a guy standing behind the other guy saying like, yeah. Terry, you'd like to be the guy that says, yeah? Yeah, just a hype man. That guy got thrown after a job, that was a big heist. Hey, like, Danny here. Ding! Here's like a gold coin for you. Yeah. That was like a week's worth of fucking food and shelter. I appreciate you. You said yeah, and you shot at that other guy when you missed. You didn't hit anything. I don't think that was a job, but you go, girl. Yeah, but you could have like made bread. You could have baked bread. There was the bread maker. There was the banker. There was the guy that brushed your teeth for you. The toothbrusher. There was the guy that like he slathered all the shaving cream all over you and was like. We're getting one dialogue box every 5 minutes. All right, yeah. Let me get back to this. You want to be the guy that sells the pans and shovels? Yeah, you could have been a crazy guy that just sat around biting fucking coins, being like, "What is that? Ooh, is this gold? Oh no, it ain't. Oh shucks." Up to your knees in the river. You could be the town drunk. Yeah, hold on. I promise I'm gonna move on after this. Oh, hey, Danny. So let's go over the 3 things. You could stumble around and be drinking. You could stand in knee-deep water, screaming "Yahoo!" at finding a little small piece of gold, or letting horses that kick you in the face. Or you could travel with my show, and like somebody said it. Chewing tobacco. Yeah, and you could just be the guy that spits chaw out of his mouth. You genuinely could get by back in the fucking like 1700s as like a guy, like an NPC guy that like sits on the front steps and like chews and spits. I don't know how you were making a living. I guess you were. Yeah, rocking chair guy. Just like, yep, that's me. Oh, yeah. Welcome. I don't work here, but I sure as hell stay here. Creak, creak, creak. That guy just existed. He was there all day. Can I be the harmonica guy? You could have been a harmonica guy, yeah. Oh, have I introduced you to my good friend, Harry? But you could also be a guy that wandered into a town, ate paste, and died of unknown causes. Yeah, you could be the guy that grabbed the wrong berry bush and just fucking insta-died. And they didn't even have like a funeral for you. It's just like, yeah. Yeah. Michael died. Yep. Well, he ate the green berries. Yeah. Yeah. What are we having for dinner? That paste got him. Yeah, Terry was a good guy, unfortunately. That damn paste got him. I don't know why anybody's eating the paste anyways. It stinks, it smells, it doesn't have a good flavor. Why are people eating the paste all the time? I don't get it. Anyway, Doc, take a look at this giant fucking rash on my back. A sword can be used as a tool for ending lives, or as one for saving them. It all depends on the one who wields it. Be sure you wield yours for the proper reason. That's a good senior quote right there. Nerd alert. Cringe quote. That's not a cringe quote. This is time that person up for 10 minutes. You don't put a sword quote in a yearbook. Yeah, actually, that's true. You don't put a sword quote. That's... What? Okay, well, what would you put there? You know, I told you what mine was. You guys remember mine? You have to. Somebody, you guys gotta remember what it was, right? Ben Franklin? No. My senior quote was Yoda. And I misquoted him. It's... What I wrote was, do or do not. There is no try. But the actual quote is, do or do not do. There is no try. Don't L. I'm seeing L's. That's a good one. Oh, stop. That's a... What do you mean, oh, brother? It means... You know what that means? It means do it or shut up. Do or don't try. Do it. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. Okay, batch testing Star Wars in 2025 is fine. Batch testing Star Wars in 1996 would... No way that was the coolest shit on earth. In like 2005, 2003, Star Wars was fucking cool. Okay? It was damn cool. You can batch test it now, go for it. The prequels. Yeah, whatever. Prequels are fine. Hey, prequels were fine. Shove it up your ass.